just joining, I'm just trying to find you all. There we go. Okay, I've got you all. We'll just give it a hot minute for people to find us and join along with the fun. Alright, I'm in some sort of order now, I believe. We'll just give it a hot minute for some people to join. We can't see anyone yet, which is making me concerned I have some sort of connection error. Just refresh. If there are people hanging around waiting and I can't see you, I apologise. A refresh, and we've got some people watching. Hello. Pop a like and a hi in the chat so I know you can hear me okay. Can people hear me? Matt? Matt? He can't hear me either. Great. We're off to a fantastic start for the evening session of the Natalie May Extravaganza. No one can hear me. Hi, Dad. Can you hear me? Matt, can you bring up that page on your phone and see if you can hear me? I'm not sure if it's working. And I've got 7 people watching that might not be able to hear me. Oh, let's try something else. Dad's giving me a heart.
Can't see you live. Natalie May scrapbooking, right?
Natalie May scrapbooking, yep, Dad's on. You can hear me okay? Yeah. Wonderful. Hey, Jackie. Okay. Can you just keep on just for a while, just to check my sound going forward?
Yeah.
Thank you. Message me if there's any problems. Hi, Danny. It's always very unnerving when you come in and you're like, can they hear me? I don't know if they can hear me. Very awkward. Welcome to the evening session of the first day of the Natalie May Extravaganza. It is Thursday the 26th of March, and here on my mobile you can see our specials of the day. If you were lucky enough to catch the earlier sessions throughout the day with Nat, lucky you. If you missed them, they are available on the Natalie May Scrapbooking YouTube page as well. So, we're coming into the final hours of your last chance to get these incredible specials that you can see here on my screen. We've got 15% off Tim Holtz, which are stamps, stencils, the fantastic distress oxides, and if it's time to re-ink people, now is the time to get those re-inkers. Ephemera, lots of bits and bobs from Tim Holtz. 15% off Tombow. For those who don't know, Nat's last live of the day, her 3 p.m. Adelaide time session, she showed the Tombow markers. This is my collection here. They're a fantastic, very versatile use. I might even have to play with some of them tonight. So time to complete your rainbow and get some more in your Tombow collection. It's very staticky. Oh, goodness. We'll see how we go. 49er Market. Nat has done some incredible lives today with the 49er Market products, which are also 15% off. She has used the dye inks, which are the water-based dye inks, which are really fantastic, not just for stamping, as she highlighted today. They've got rub-ons, paper pads. What else? Elements and ephemera. It's a fantastic irresistible die cuts. The borders, the word frames, and the words. Albums, album kits, rub-ons, you name it. 49 Market have it. Primarily targeted for scrapbookers, but as Nat beautifully demonstrated today, every product is versatile. Just be a bit imaginative and everything can be used in an art journal, right? 3/4 designs, 15% off. Minte, 15% off. Stamperia, 15% off. So they're our big base paper pad brands. They've also got Elements, 3/4 designs. They've got their tuck and play cards. Stamperia have a fantastic selection. Paper pads, stickers, stencils, chipboards. I think there's rice paper up on the page at the moment too. And the junk journal books, which I think we're going to have a play with them tonight. If you haven't seen it, that's going to be exciting. So please don't forget, this is your last chance for today to get these specials. The other fantastic thing about the Natalie May Extravaganza is the no judgment shipping. Because each day brings with it its own specials and deals and discounts, you can only get those ones today. You can get a no judgment shipping. So when you confirm your first order, you will receive a secret code, and then you use that secret code on your further orders. So you only pay for shipping once, which is pretty exciting. Now my AirPods should be connected. Okay, we're having sound issues. Of course we are. Let me do this now to help me out. Bless his cotton socks. Have you just paused it?
I couldn't find anything called cotton books set up in Find.
Such technical difficulties before. Upgrading to a new phone, I think, has been the issue. Oh, hey Karen, welcome. Yes, it wouldn't be a Natalie May Extravaganza without an evening session from one of the brand ambassadors, right?
Just making sure that it's going.
Yes, my husband is just helping me with some tech issues, guys, so please bear with me. For those who don't know me, my name is Tegan Graham, or Goldman Creates on all the social medias. I'm an absolutely proud Natalie May brand ambassador and have been for over a year now. If you are not already part of our Facebook group, which is called the Natalie May Scrapbooking Creative Community, please follow along. We've got some wonderful prompts in there, a beautiful community that shares all sorts of inspiration and support for each other. Hello, Nat. Nat's joined us. Great. She's going to see all of my tech issues that I'm having. So, again, if you missed Nat's 3 free mini demonstrations today, you can pop over to the YouTube channel and find them. They are there ready for you, and they were just fabulous. She showed us lots of different techniques to use some of our products in our art journals. And sticking on the art journal theme, because I'm not a scrapbooker, let's talk about Stamperia. It's 15% off today, so let's explore it. Let's look at it. Let's have some fun. I ordered 2 of the junk journal kits and 2 of the accompanying adhesive ephemeras. So these are them here. This one is Furry Friends and Secret Diary. Put them the right way around. Now my husband's dropping stuff on me. So we're going to have a play with these tonight. I'm not sure if Nat's got any of the junk journal books left, but I know for a fact there's still the ephemera packs left. And before we jump into creating something together, I want to talk about junk journaling. So most of us, I believe, in the community are predominantly scrapbookers or art journalists or mixed media artists. But some of us, I think, are also junk journalists. Hi, Kay, welcome. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit before we get into some creating. So I started creating back when I was a teenager with collaging and things like that, primarily an art journaler, but I have recently been dabbing in junk journaling. So if any of you online with me tonight are junk journalers, or scrap journalers is another way to put it, let me know, because I've been having a lot of fun with it. So this is my first junk journal. It was actually a book I was gifted for Christmas, just a standard A5 size notebook. And what it is, it's about collecting the little pieces of your life and creating something pretty with them. People do junk journaling in lots of different ways. So some do it like this. So this is a collection of little notes I've received in I get monthly subscription to BookBox. So they send me a new book and some treats and things to read each month. So just lots of little different things to do with my reading. Here's some special messages to me from Nat and the team at Nat May that I've kept, and beautiful tags and things they've made me. This is my Christmas page. So a lot of this actually came from ATCs that were sent to me. The handmade beautiful Christmas cards. This one done by the gorgeous Jackie, of course. And just different letters and things I received for Christmas. And these are all bits of ephemera that I've gotten from Nat May. The bits of ephemera that were never going to fit in an art journal page, or I ran out of cards that I needed to make, so I wanted to do something with them. So junk journaling and scrapbooking is a really great way to use up the little bits. If Susan's online, I hope she recognises that I've cherished what I've been sent. And yeah, just a different way to use the things that you've got. So this was, some wrapping from a present I received. Again, some more ephemera. I think these were the Uniquely Creative Christmas set. This was just a page celebrating my love for Stranger Things and the fact that I spent the first day of the year binge watching the new season. And then the other way to junk journal is to, it's kind of like a diary, but a photograph diary. So you can see here I've got these are some bits from Vicky Booten that I've gotten from Nat May, and I've paired it with some photos to talk about what my life was like in January. This one's another more scrap style page. I won't go through them all because, oh my God, that would be monotonous. This was a day my daughter and I just spent the whole day shopping. So these were just bits and bobs from our shopping that day. This was a mini holiday. So we went down and visited my daughter's friend who drew me some pictures to put in my journal, bless him. And yeah, these are my goals for the year. All sorts of things. That's me and Naomi at a crafting event. So yeah, scrapbooking, junk journaling, it's a really fun, different kind of way to express if you're interested. So I thought I would show you that before we get started. I know, Karen, how gorgeous are Susan's drawings? She's just making me jealous. Hi, Claire. You haven't used the Fairy Friends yet. Well, you're going to have fun tonight with me then, Karen. I've got you, darling. The other side of junk journaling that I've recently started is an initiative called the Sisterhood of the Travelling Journal. So this is where a group of 4 up to 10, 3 groups of 10, so it's quite big. We create a junk journal, or the start base of a junk journal. Then we send it to each other in a circle. So you always send to the same person until eventually you get your own journal back. And every time you receive someone else's journal, so this is not mine, this one belongs to someone called Georgia, and I know she won't mind me sharing it with you, I checked. So she's created some pages, some of them are about her, some of them are interactive pages. So we all check in when we received it. So this one is an interactive page. So she's asked us to fill this page with stickers. And because we've all got different likes and interests, we've all got such different stickers. So when Georgia receives this back, it'll be full of a piece of all of us. She's got a letter here with just some information about herself. This is a blue dump, a pink dump, add food to the picnic basket, add animals. I don't know, this rabbit freaks me out. It's the red eyes, right? And then, add your favourite quotes, lots of different things. Every journal is unique. They all have really different styles of interactive pages. I have shared some of my journal bases that I created up on my Instagram, Goldmoon Creates, if you want to go and have a look at what I created, using a lot of Natalie's cuttables are fantastic for a project like this. So I've just added my pets, I've added some flowers, and then I have now added my own About Me page. So you'll recognise that's one of Nat's stamps. I've put in that I'm a brand ambassador. I've added a junk dump, and then I've added some mixed media. So this was actually a post of mine the other day, and you can see in the background here, you should all be familiar with that paper that our orders come beautifully wrapped in. And now I will post this off to the next person who will also fill it up. So if it's something you're keen on looking into, you know, send me a message to All Moon Creates. I'm happy to chat to you about it. But for those new to junk journaling, or those who haven't heard of that term before, now you know a little bit more about it. Alrighty, let's get into some fun things. It is a great keepsake, isn't it? It's kind of like a scrapbook, but not as pretty, not as put together. I would never ever pretend that I could do it as well as someone like Jackie. Oh goodness, how she does it. Now, in true Tegan fashion, guys, I don't really have a plan beyond I want to use these. So, Stamperia, 15% off today. Get your hands on it if you don't already have it, like Karen and I. So, I'm just trying to decide whether we're going to go. Maybe we'll go Furry Friends, hey? But let's have a quick sneak through Secret Diary. This is the ephemera pack that accompanies the book. This is still available today. I checked this afternoon on the website. But let's just do a quick flip through of the book. You get beautiful papers for collaging, lots of different images and textures. This one is a sticker page. So these come off like a normal sticker. Stickers are perfect for junk journaling. Absolute must have. Another sticker page. These are not stickers. These are double-sided pop-out die cuts. So beautiful, chunky. I feel like that's 180 to 200 GSM, nice and thick, but double-sided. So if you don't want her facing that way, just flip her over. And I think that's it's a really clever thing that they've done. Because often I don't want her facing that way, but it's a one-sided page. What are you going to do? Some more die cuts, some more paper, just absolutely beautiful in that true Stamperia style. Very vintage, but also very with elements of contemporary art. Just really pretty watercolory effects and lots of different options. For the price point, I was actually really quite impressed with what's included in the book and the ephemera packs. All right, let's do fun things now. Oh, thank you. Somebody's popping stuff in the link ninjas for me. Thank you, thank you. Keen to try that, Jackie? Yeah, please do. And tell you what, I'm happy to be the brand ambassador to run a junk journal sisterhood in the Natalie May community if we've got people keen enough. So I might put a post up in a day or two and we could talk about it and see how many members we get. We don't want too many because otherwise it just takes too long. But I feel like 6 is a good group. So if we can get 6 people interested, let's do a Nat May one. Why not? And use the cuttables. Oh, the cuttables are perfect for it. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now about junk journaling. I'm just trying to get more people into it because I'm enjoying it so much. So I think we'll do a journal page. We'll keep the theme for the day that Nat has established, but let's open this. See, she's brand new. I got it a couple of weeks ago, but I thought I'm going to hold on to it for something special. And what is more special than the yearly Natalie May Extravaganza? Nothing. I've been looking forward to it. It's my second favourite crafting event of the year. The first one, of course, being the Nat May Retreat. All right. So I've not used these before, and the label says adhesive, and I'm not 100% sure if that means they've got like sticky backs or whether I have to glue them with glue. Yeah, no, I think they're cardboard. So we will be using glue. So the ephemera pieces, and I'm not sure if the camera's going to capture, they're shiny. They've got a beautiful, not metallic, but like a shimmer. I'm hoping as I'm moving her that the light is highlighting the shimmer. Who loves their animals? Oh, look at this. It's a dachshund, dachshund, sausage dog. I've heard that pronounced so many different ways. Who would know, hey? All right, so we're going to let's do a journal page. I love pieces of ephemera like this in a journal page. What's speaking to us tonight, guys? I feel like a dog. Oh, look at him. Okay, he reminds me of my beautiful boxer, so I think we're going to have to use him. And what have we got? The word surprise, have fun. Birthday sentiments for our card makers or scrapbookers. Oh, Home Sweet Home's pretty cute too. Oh, joy. I could spend a long time deciding, but I won't. I don't want to keep you guys. I like these flowers. Oh, look at these funky flowers. They're very cool. Let's pop them to the side. Oh, maybe let's do a home sweet home. They go quite well together, don't they? Lovely. All right. Oh, yeah, because it does say adhesive, right? So Karen Yates has just said she thinks they're stickers. Oh, look at him. Oh, that looks like a gnat dog. Oh, you are correct, Karen. Just probably difficult with my nails. Oh, you know what? Let's get a picking tool. Make life easier for us. Oh, yes. See, I thought that's what it meant. Absolutely. They are stickers. So, no glue required. Even better. I thought that's what it meant when I read it. Oh, I've put the bag somewhere. I'm on fire today, guys. I've had a bit of a day of work, so, and it went late, so I'm a little bit rattled, rushing. Jackie's going to be back to check us out. So while you're waiting for me to get myself semi-organised for this evening, tell me, for those who did catch Nat's lives, what was your favourite page or technique or thing that you were shown today by our fantastic leader? I call her a leader, she'll yell at me. I won't call her a leader. Our fantastic muse. She's our creative, artistic muse. Let's call her that, yeah? What was your favourite thing? I think for me, I'll answer my own question. I think for me it was got to be the Irresistibles, and then using the ink pads, the 49 marker ink pads as like a watercolour. That's gorgeous. So you can see here the Ephemera, straight out of the book. So I get two of him. I can use him on another project. That's pretty cool. All right, and I think I want to pull something out of the book. I don't want to overwhelm the page though. And I think we're going to work in the 6x9 Dina Wakley blue journal, so the one with the watercolour paper. I don't know if I want the bird. I think we might pull a tag out. There's a tag there I like the look of. Okay. Everyone keeping up? You would still glue, Karen. Yeah. Pokey tool for the win, yeah. Pokey tool for the win. I use it a lot. I've got fakey nails, so it makes crafting difficult sometimes, hey? All right. So, somebody loved the first page. Oh, the postcards. I actually didn't make the postcards. I did a very quick look at the replay, but they looked really good. The finished products look very good. Yeah, the postcards were very good with the Tombow markers. Another thing that I want you to do for me before the day is through is go and check out the clearance and bargain bin. If you're not doing that on a daily basis, get onto it. So there's a lot of art by Marlene's in the clearance bin at the moment. We've got this beautiful one, Frida's Friends. I used her the other day just to highlight her. One of my favourites has always been the Mandala Crush. I've had that one for a long time. Go check them out. They're really cheap at the moment in the clearance bin. Up to 70% off. We've got the beautiful Sweet Dreams. I think the Owl Party's still in there. So yeah, please do yourselves a favour. Check out that clearance bin. Just because it's an older release does not mean it is any less fantastic. All right. Look, Tegan could rant all night and not do any craft, but let's do some craft, shall we? Okay, I'm going to use this is an older art by Marlene, but check out the clearance section because there are lots of them at the moment, and Nat has also recently been ordering some of the old products in, which is really exciting. I'm loving that. So I'm just going to keep my ephemera off to the side so I can keep an eye on what kind of colours, so I can complement my background to what my focal pieces are going to be. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull out some Tombow markers, and I think I'm going to lean heavy into purple tonight. Excuse me. Yes, they do look nice, but they do not just crafting. Lots of things are difficult with your fake nails, but if I didn't have them, I would chew them and then keep chewing the skin up my fingers. So for me, they're a must. Naughty, bad habit, bad habit. All right, I've just pulled out 3 of the Tombow markers. I'm working 636, 685 and 665, so a beautiful 3 ranges of purples. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight onto my rubber stamp. What section do I like? And I'm just going to start brushing it over the stamp. I don't care if I'm missing bits. Just going to put some of this purple down in this area. Maybe I'll try and get it on the actual proper stamp part. Bring it into camera, make sure you can see. So what I'm going to aim for, we're going to start building our background now. So that's my darkest of the purples. I'll go down now to 665 and just start popping in some of the gaps of where I missed with that first one. We're going to do a nice ombre. Well, the plan is we're going to do a nice ombre effect. We'll see how we go. Best laid plans, right? This is always my favourite part of any journaling, whether it's scrap, whether it's a tag, whether it's a postcard. It's experimenting, playing. Oh, what will happen if I do this? What's going to be the end result if I throw these 2 things together? And that's where the play part comes in and is so important. And that's where we often find our mindfulness, right? Okay, Tombows, a new way to use them on a stand. I'm now going to get my, I just dropped something, I don't know what it was, my spray bottle, and I'm just going to give it a very quick spritz to activate the water reactiveness. And we're going to come along, flip her over onto the page, little press, lift it back up. Whoa, look at that. Oh, very happy with that. Touch more water, so this one's not going to be as vibrant because I've diluted it a little bit now, but that's okay. We'll come onto this side, give her a smush. I say not as vibrant, look at that. It actually pretty much is. Tiny bit more water, and I'm going to come back into this side. So Tombow markers, so you can see that one's just a little bit more diluted now. Tombow markers are really versatile. I was a bit scared to use them when I first got them, and it's because I was using them wrong. I thought, you know, I'd colour straight onto a stamp and then add some water, but that wasn't working the way I wanted to, and then I tried a couple of other things. So again, this is where the play comes into it, right? Play, experiment, see what your products can do, see what they do when they're with each other, and just have an awesome play. All right, I want the same pattern now, but I want a different colour. So I'm going to go in with 379, which is like a jadey, deepy, bluey green. Naomi said to me the other week, Trent, you have a default colour palette that you go for, don't you? And it's usually purples and greens and blues. And I was like, yeah, but that's because I'm not brilliant with my colour theory, not in the way that Naomi is. And I even bought those colour cubes to try and help me. And I've put them somewhere in here and I don't know where they are. I do have my colour wheel in front of me, but I'm just a bit, I won't say dyslexic with it. It's a bit like maths for me. I know certain colours together will make mud, but when I'm in the zone of play and creativity, I do tend to have a go-to set of colours. Is anybody else like that? Or is it just me? Okay, little spritz. So what I'm going to do now is offset the new colour to the one that I've already placed. So it's same, do it different, right? There we go. And we'll do the same over here. I think I'm going to go down in this section. Oh, I really love this. And then we'll go down here. Wow, fabulous. Another really quick way to get a background layer down, right? Done. Another way to use your Tombows. This is my collection. I think this is 2 complete sets. I accidentally bought the same one twice because they came in the 2 different sets. I didn't realise. But there's hundreds more colours than this. And Nat showed earlier today that they've also got the skin tones, which I really need to get my hands on because I use Dina Wakley scribble sticks a lot, but there's not a lot of skin tones in that. So I really do need to get my hands on some more Tombos. And today's the perfect day. Has anyone mentioned to you that it's 15% off Tombos today? Oh, thank you, Wendy. The other great thing you can do, and maybe I'll show you a little bit later, is I've used colours that are the same. So I use the different shades of purple, the different shades of green. I've done this before, especially with the mandala. Actually, maybe let's do it. Will the mandala fit on this page? So I'd take this and I'd go purples and then add some greens, or purples and blues, so you get a mixed effect. Actually, I think I've got... I had a random page before that had that on it. There's a scrap I'd worked on a while ago. Oh yeah, here it is. Not sure what I'm talking about. I've got scraps everywhere, guys. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I lied. I absolutely lied. Sorry. I don't. But this was a stamp. That's an Art by Marlene stamp, currently in the clearance section, that I coloured with the Tombos. So you can see I added the bits of purple in there. Really cool effects for your stamps. Very fun. All right, now, I've just smushed it. Well done. Let things dry before you smush them. Let's go in with some stamping now. I want to bring out that set, and I think I'm going to go Nats and Arc Making, which are always my default go-tos, right? Yes. I picked that one. And it's these, so there's always going to be some kind of text, right? I think we're going to go live by choice. Or maybe numbers instead. Let's just get some options. Options on the table. And I'm just going to give this another hit with the heat gun. Because that is still, you can see it's moving. It's still quite. There we go. That's a bit better. Is anyone crafting along with me tonight? Have you been inspired today to pull out some things and craft along? I hope so. I hope so. Actually, before we move to stamping, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my mind. Change my mind and we'll do something different. We're going to go and get some of our distress cards out. Why not? It's a Tim Holtz day. 15% off. No, of course I pulled the wrong tin out, not the colours I was after at all. Try again. Oh yes, okay. Mermaid Lagoon is pretty good. Now I want a purple. Oh, that might be too dark. I'll bring some purple options and we can decide together, hey? Good idea. Am I crafting alone? Looks like it. Surely not. Surely not. Okay, let's pick a stencil. I was hoping for numbers, I think. I'm leaning towards numbers. Oh yeah, perfect. This is the one we want. Okay, so applying Distress Oxide, which is a water reactive medium. You can do it in a number of different ways. You can smush it directly onto a stencil. Nat showed us that technique earlier today. You can use blending tools, which look like this. That's what a blending tool looks like. I have a set and I sort of have one assigned for each different colorway. But then you can also get these stencil brushes. My husband actually, this is from a company called House of War. He uses them for his modelling. Vicky Booton has one, Lavinia has one, but they're called stencil brushes, so you can use them for paint and all sorts of things through. So we'll give both ways a go tonight and see which one looks better, eh? Okay, let's start with Mermaid Lagoon. Alright, for the back of our art journal page, we're just building up some interesting layers, and I'm just going to swirl into my Distress Oxide. I'm not going heavy-handed here because I want this to be a little bit more subtle. I want the vibrant focus to remain on my Tombow stamp, right? So if I wanted that real vibrant, I would have gone over it a couple more times or pushed a little bit harder with the brush. But I want this to be a bit more subtle, because this is just a little background layer. See how it actually now looks sort of pushed behind the Tombow effect? If I thought about it, maybe I could have started with this process, but that's all right. Here we go. Thank you, Link Ninja. This is called Write It on the Wall stencil. One of my favourites. I use it a lot. Get the wood fragile down there. Perfect. Okay, so they work quite well. But again, it depends on what effect you're going for. So let's swap stencils now. We've got some numbers. We've got some hoopy circles. Oh yes, here we go. This is what I want. Oh. Let's go some crosses in here. Again, another one of my well-used stencils, as you can tell, because I don't clean them. I do clean my stencils when I'm using pastes, any kind of texture paste, or anything with glitter especially, because it can ruin your stencils. It can get clogged and stuck in your negative space and absolutely ruin them. So this is a blending tool now, so you can see both tools work really well to get something like a Distress Oxide on your page. Up here and do a couple there, then a couple there. Here we go. For this one, I am attempting to leave some white space, but now we've got some beautiful colour on the page. We need some contrast in. So now I'm going to come in with some black stamping as a really great contrast, and then we'll start looking at our Stamperia elements. So, as Nat has said, 49 and Market is on sale today, 15% off. They have got a beautiful collection of water-based dye inks that you can use with stamps, or you can put on your messy mat and activate and use as a watercolour. Lots of different ways to use it. I only have a very small collection, but I've got some up here, I am building it up. But I'm going to use archival ink now because I want a permanent. So this is not water-based, it's waterproof. It's a permanent ink as opposed to a water-based ink. So what that means is everything I've already put down on my page is water reactive. So if I come over the top now with something with water or water-based, like if I accidentally spilt my water bottle or sprayed on it, all of this would start to move a little bit. Sometimes I'm looking for that effect, so it works really well. I don't want my stamps that I'm about to do to move, so that's why I'm going to choose the archival permanent ink. Okay, this stamp set is called the Original Blah. One from the Natalie May collection. And because we've got numbers in our background, I'm going to use some grungy numbers for our contrast. Apparently I always go from only 1 to 7, so let's go the other way tonight and go 7, 8, 9. That's an old joke, isn't it? Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Or did I just show my age there? Okay, so I'm mark making with this stamp. I'm not looking for a perfectly clean print, so that's why I'm not using an acrylic block. Okay, so this is just some mark making. I'm leaving some of the white space that I still want to breathe there, and bringing that in as another piece of contrast and interest. There's not a lot of rules, like hard and fast rules, when it comes to art journaling mixed media. A lot of people talk about like the rule of 3, and that's just all about things that are visually pleasing to the eye. When you're doing your art journal page, it's about what is pleasing to you, not to anybody else. So go with your instinct. Look at what you like the look of, and go with that. Okay, we're going to go into some of our little mini stamps, our paper artsy mini stamps. So this is a new one. I haven't used this one before. Let's give this one some page love. Now I don't want to overdo it, okay? I just want some subtle contrasting marks going on here because we are going to add some focal features soon. But what I've done there is I picked the circles because I've already got circles in the first stamp with the tombos in the two different colorways. So bringing the same shape with the contrasting color is often a way to then bring the background layers into focus as well. So your eyes aren't, you know, darting around the page in a panic trying to focus on something. So there we have it. Quick little background. That was actually pretty fast for me. Alright, let's bring some of our pieces back over. And now that I've got lots of things in my way, bring that paper back over. So this is the one that I pulled out. And I liked this one. So we're going to cut him out. I've got my Cuttlebug scissors here. And I'm just going to roughly cut around the page. Lovely. Out of the way. I mean, look what's on the back. Sometimes I'm sad at having to choose which side of a paper pad that I want to use when they're double-sided, because I love them both. I have the same issue with the collage super books. I want to use both sides. We all must have had a really big day because no one is real chatty tonight in the chat for me. We all must be excited, or hopefully we're all shopping. Are we all shopping? Oh, daughter's phone going off. Okay, I like that there. And there's our puppy dog. Let's do some arranging now. Oh yeah, I like him. Look at this. There's the correct grounding. Wonderful. Don't know about these flowers now. Yep, no, they don't work for me. Don't know about this house either. Oh, no, I like the house. But keeping the house. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I just want to add something between them and my background, just to make it flow in a little bit more. My colour choices maybe could have been a bit better here, but that's okay. I use very, very vibrant colours, and these ones are a little bit more rustic than I thought. So let me just move some things out of the way so I can pull new things out. So I've got options here, and pretty cheap, pretty easy options. I could add like a piece of book paper behind it to break it up between the two things, or you could use some kind of tape. The cheesecloth always works really well as a barrier. Yes, you do, Karen. I'm talking to myself here, darling. No, it's okay. Cheesecloth is often my go-to, and one of the great things I love about the cheesecloth is you can use like your magicals and your inks to dye it as a blending colour. So we could do that. Let's pull out a piece of book paper, see what we like to look of more. Oh, it's stuck. I'm just going to rip a random page out of an old book. Lift them back up. So I'm obviously not going to leave it the way it is, but oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't love it. I think it's because of the white. That's all right. There are other options. This is why we play. Pop them over there. I think I know what I'm going to do. All right. Move my bits over here for the moment. I'm going to pull out my comic ink, which Nat sells. This is my go-to splatter medium of choice if I'm not already using a paint or a wet medium that I can splatter. I'm just trying to find my splatter brush. Oh, there it is. Okay, these are really great. Comes in black and white, but I want black tonight. Oh. Careful, Tegan. So I just dip just a little bit in, and then I plonk it down on my messy mat, Just add a smoosh of water. Doesn't need a lot. This is already a very runny medium. It's not thick like your acrylic paints or your gouaches. Oh, maybe a smoosh more water. So when you're splattering, if you want really fine little dots, go for a fan brush. If you want bigger, go for a rounded tip. So if I go for a rounded tip, the splatters, see how they're bigger? Here, but with the fan brush, they're smaller. Bring that up so you can see hopefully you can see the difference in the two methods. They're not the only ways you can do it. There are lots of ways to do it. But they're sort of the two go-tos for me anyway. Just give them a rinse off. Brand new water, and of course the first colour I use is black. Happens to me all the time. All of the time. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my Stabilo All, and we're going to border this beautiful page off. Just dry that off a little bit. So I've already done my order for the day, and with all the fantastic specials that are on today, just remember there are some exclusions. So if you get to the checkout, if you get to the you add an item to the cart and the discount doesn't automatically apply, it means that item is an exclusion. I think there are some of the Tim Holtz, and I think some of the new, like the new packs from 49 Market are excluded from memory. Nobody quote me on that one, okay? Because I could be wrong. So I'm just using a wet paintbrush to move my Stabilo around. It looks very dark at the moment. The great thing about the Stabilo is if I made a mistake, I could lift it up with quickly with wet wipe or paper towel. But it also dries lighter than it looks right here on the page, so it won't actually be that dark as it dries. But I'm just going to bring this up now. Hopefully you can see how some of that Tombow has moved as I've gone over it with the wet brush for the Stabilo. I'm going for a grungy look so that doesn't bother me, but just be aware when you're using water reactive mediums that every time you add glue or some kind of wet layer, it is going to move things on your page. Yes, thank you, Karen. The Tim Holtz tools are excluded. Thank you for sharing that, lovely. Okay, we're going to come back down here. And we're going to put that one there. I'm going to grab this one here. Oop. And then we're going to put a quote up there, I think, one of Nat's new ones. The new cuttables. All right. We all know that I failed before, so that one doesn't have a backing because that came from the book. But thank you for the lovely Karen for confirming. If you've got a nail problem like I do, a picky tool is perfect. Except I accidentally just took 2 layers off instead of just the backing. So be careful. A little tricky. Yeah, I find the picking tools, oh, they're so good for people with nails, not just for unclogging your glue in your paint bottles. So here you go, Karen Campbell. I'm going to test how secure the sticky is for you. So you may not have to use that extra glue. Although, look, I'm not pulling it off very well. I'm leaving half of it behind. So it's just a tricky shape with all its little bits. It probably would have been better to go from the bottom and lift up like I've just done there. There we go. Live and learn. On an angle, we want that one. Shall we flip it and see if it sticks, Karen? She's in place. She's stuck. She's not going anywhere. All right, I'm going to go to my Art by Marlene sticky glue now for the tag. Just do a little bit around the edges and a smoosh in the middle. Nat and Naomi would be proud of me. I'm getting better at not over gluing things. I have a bit of a, and Karen's the same, a bit of a need to over gel medium and over glue things because I'm paranoid that they're all going to fall off and fail me. Karen Campbell, you're obviously the same, darling. Alright, time to put our puppy dog on. And we'll go from the bottom this time, although he's a much more smoother shape than the houses were. So, just a little tricky to get going, but once you have, put the picky tool under. Look at that, easy. Easy, easy. I don't want him right in the middle, I want him off center a bit. There we go. And we'll pick this one up. So you can see here, oh well, hopefully you can see I've pulled the wrong layer. So that's cardboard now. I'm just peeling it the wrong way. So do be careful. I do love that they have the sticky backs, but if you don't have a nail problem like me, this might be an issue for you like it is for me. Ground him down so he's not floating. So when you've got an image like that where the whole body is not visible, it's good just to have something grounding the image onto the page so it's not just floating randomly. That can sometimes look a little bit odd, right? Oh, I know, I've grown so much, haven't I, Karen? I'm trying to be good, right? Deliciously different, unapologetic titles. These are some of the new Nat May cuttable quotes. I love them. I love the different fonts that we're using here. Oh, look at that. I think I've found it wonderfully weird. I like that, but I think I like it in black. So we've got unapologetic titles. We've got Be Good to Yourself quotes, Seeker of Magic, and each of them come in a 2-pack, black and white. You Are Enough. Oh, look at that. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. Indeed. Responsible quotes, which none of us are responsible, and deliciously different quotes. Oh, I like that. I like that one too. Normal is overrated. Dare to be odd. I think I found it in a team. Normal is overrated. So I'm going to bring out my scissors again. Cut this coat out. I don't use the white quotes a lot. I tend to use them more when I actually do make cards, which is not often. Wendy, you would have skipped peeling. I mean, yeah, that's always an option too, right? The sticker back is a little shiny, so you probably, if you do want to glue them, you probably would need a decent chunk of glue. You wouldn't need to drown them, but yes, Wendy, please feel free to glue them directly if that works better for you, darling, of course. All right, move those to the side. The quotes are great, aren't they? I actually really struggle with quotes sometimes because, you know, I've invested some money into the quote books, and after a while, it's like, it's the same. But whenever Nat brings out her quotes, because the fonts are always so different, and because they're in cuttables instead of a big sticker book, it's much more reasonably priced, and B, I feel like more options, more versatility. I mean, I think we all know the cuttables are probably one of my favourite Nat branded products. Okay, thank you, Link Ninja. I don't know who's doing that. You'll have to let me know who's doing that. Normal is overrated. Dare to be odd. And I'm using this quote. This is in homage to my beautiful boxer dog, Bowser, because he is odd. He's an odd dog. He's odd looking. My father, when I first brought him home from the pound where I adopted him from, looked at him and said, I think that's the ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. But he makes up for it in his personality because he's not normal. He is absolutely odd, and that's what makes him special, right? All right. Oh, time to glue. I always use a blending brush with ink to dull the white. Ah, that's a clever idea. Yeah. It depends on the page. I'm a very grungy artist, right? So white quotes work really well for a little bit more, I won't say feminine, but a little bit more feminine styles, or a little bit more crisper styles. I'm very grungy, so black is my go-to, right? And I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to squiff my quote. Because my focal pieces are all on different angles, I'm going to do the same with my quote. So as your eye runs down the page, it, let's go that way. And I'm going to stick him on top of the houses too, to blend the two elements together. So yeah, as your eye runs down the page, it brings the background into the contrast, into the quote, into the focal pieces, right? So it's something visually appealing for your eyes. You don't want things that are too chaotic. Now I'm just going to come in with my uniball eye, and you guys will probably notice a few things about most of my pages. There are some things I tend to always do. I always do a border. Even when I'm challenging myself not to, somehow it always still ends up with a border, right? And I tend to always do some sort of scribble around my quotes. I'm not fussed. It's not neat at all. Again, it's a grungy page. And the Stabilo is another one of my all-time go-tos. And you know, I've actually had a few people say to me, do you get sick of doing the same thing? And it's not that I feel like I ever do the same thing. Yes, I've always got a border. Yes, I've always got marks around my quote, but they're also different because every time I create a page, I'm in a different mood. I'm in a different space. I'm trying something new. I'm playing in a different way. The page means something differently to me. So it's not about rinse and repeat. And if we just go back a step, let's have a quick look. I've got Stabilo here, but how different is it? You see? So it's about that play. It's about the mindfulness that the moment brings. It's not the end result that's important. It's the journey and the process to get there. And that's something to really remember as you're going through creating. Be brave with your products. Be experimental and excited with your products. Oh, guy, to get backing of stickers, place some tape runner on your mat, then place the stick on. Oh, that's clever. Oh, I'm going to try. I know, right, Karen? Yeah, there's, you know, I mean, these are people who are not art journalists, right? So, you know, you sort of understand why they don't get it, because it's not something that personally works for them as a mindful thing. But yeah, I don't ever feel like I'm just repeating myself. Well, I think that's it. I think my page is done. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. At first, I was a little worried that I had not made good colour choices for my focal pieces. But you can see how the black contrast middle layer, if you think of it like a sandwich, colour down first, contrast then focal, has bridged the divide between what's here and what's right in the background, in the depth of the background. So I'm very happy with that, actually. He's a cute little puppy. So before I let you go, a reminder, you've got, what time are we? It must be 9 o'clock Adelaide time. Hours left to get the specials of the day for the first day of the Natalie May Extravaganza. Tim Holtz 15% off, Tombow 49 a market, 3/4 designs, Minte, Stamperia, which is what we've used here tonight. Don't forget to check out that bargain bin and that clearance. My gosh, we're leaving too many beautiful things in there, rotting, wasting away, crying for a home to be used. Go and check it out. Make sure that when you place your order, you'll get a confirmation for the postage special. That is the no judgment shipping. Come back tomorrow. I believe it's 9 or 9:30 a.m. Adelaide time. Nat will be back on in the morning to share with you what tomorrow's special deals are going to be. I've seen them. You're going to go crazy. Like, I think Nat's gone crazy with the deals that are coming up. So don't miss out. Use the no judgment shipping to consolidate it all. Nat will be back all day tomorrow with 3 more daily specials and mini lives. They'll also always go onto the YouTube channel. I will be back at some point for the rest of the weekend to maybe have some more gel plate fun with you. I've been doing some more experimenting with techniques for you. I'm trying to encourage those who have gel plates to use them. So join me. I'm back again over the weekend. Otherwise, can't wait to see you throughout the next 4 days, commenting and playing along. Have a beautiful evening, everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye.